assailant thing, it's going to get worse because at the end of the day, we have these powerful Jewish people, these powerful liberals, these powerful SJWs, LGBTQRN, all these groups that I'm not for. They are pushing this crazy agenda, crazy rhetoric that first of all, white people of any kind except for them are evil and are all racist, which no, that's 100% true. And two, that they are little puppy. I'm stealing this line from this guy I'm subscribed to on YouTube, who's Diversity in Comics, I think is his channel, and he coined this thing called purse puppies, because the reason why he said this is because the comic book, especially Marvel, have this new disgusting agenda of just hiring majority of young females and like any other race, but majority are just like young white females, and then any other race of people, mainly black people, just being in there, they're like including they hype them up and try to blow the whole Black Queen King thing, to do a similar thing for them, and they only have them around to being as like purse puppies, like Paris Hilton, like the rich people, like, oh no, you're nice, no, you're so nice, no, you're not like the rest of them, like basically like that. So that's what he it's actually, he goes more in depth, but that's kind of the surface of what he's talking about. So yeah, they have these different groups that's treating black females like damn purse puppies, and then black females are reproducing these sons, and these sons are becoming little purse puppies. So you have purse puppies. It's like a kind of conundrum, and like, oh, you can do no wrong, even though that freaking pan-sacking purse puppy freaking robbed that chick or that dude the other day, and you're not gonna say a goddamn thing. Or you're just like, oh, he's misunderstood. He comes from the hood. He comes from a bad part of my purse. Like, no, get the hell out of here. No, they're if you just call a piece of shit.
Yeah. Use a female that was a piece of shit, create a piece of shit.
Yeah, just simple as that. Don't try to. They sugarcoat it and try to protect them from it, but we see this time and time again. Some of these same hoodlums that these people were trying to protect, they end up turning them sooner or later. Just like a dog. If you don't feed a dog for a while, they'll freaking attack you and eat you. I mean, granted, you gotta keep them in your place. So, and God, now I'm starting to think that damn whole purse puppy, Diversity Comics, you're a smart guy. It's a complete circle now, because purse puppy, you treat people like pets, whatever. You give them a bone, whatever. Say they're nice, say whatever, blah blah. You feed them, keep them in your corner at all times, whatever. But if you disrespect them in a certain way and you don't realize it, they're gonna bite your ass eventually.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna see a lot of that in the future that's coming up, because the thing is, with this welfare system and the way how a lot of women black women parading themselves around, and combined with the fact that a lot of them, yeah, we see all this black girl rock stuff, but I still think that's a campaign to try to offset the already negative image that was created. Some people may say by the media, but actually by themselves as well.
That's true too.
So now we're going to see a situation where it's still going to be an outcome for all of this, because now this meant like a lot of videos being popping up talking about how a lot of black artists, featuring less and less black women in videos, and more mixed women, more white women, and stuff like that. Even to the fact that a lot of celebs that a lot of black women look up to are dating women of other ethnicities, other breeds and stuff like that, and they start feel some type of way about it. Now, these men also have influence on how men think as well as how these women perceive themselves. So if a lot of these dudes who try to emulate these rappers, like, okay, for me to be cool with the fellas, I gotta make sure I got me this, this mulatto chick, or this, this Latino or whatever, or maybe this white chick on my arm. So even I saw that in a lot of the Vine videos, a lot of brothers be producing on YouTube. I'm like, I know that a lot of brothers be doing Vines with white chicks, not the haggish looking white chicks, but the like almost suburban looking ones.
That's true. And also like the super light-skinned chick too. Like when Vine was big, you would see those homeboy Vines. When they're like, oh snap, and it's like when you see a fine ass chick or something, just a basic example, whatever, and you with your girl, and first of all, his girl still fine too, but it's a slightly finer girl, or just same fineness, but his girl is dressed like plain, and the other chick's like with booty shorts, and she's probably like either half Hispanic, half black, or half white, half black, or whatever, and it just like slows down, like, oh shit, like all those videos, or even the and granted, I'm going to say whatever. I'm dating a white female too, but she's not like super suburban, whatever. But yeah, you would have like this bleach blonde suburban chick dating the black dude with like tattoos and like a backwards hat or whatever. And granted, in those ones, luckily they weren't sagging, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm similar to that guy. I wear my t-shirts like that, and I wear my hat like that sometimes too. So I don't have any tattoos. But they would have that like that, and then yeah. So you're right. You're totally right with these Vine videos.
Yeah,
and even YouTube
I noticed that. Like even with the music, regular music video, I noticed that.
I stopped watching music videos, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I noticed the pattern. I don't know. Okay, I remember how music videos always feature, a black dude, with the black shit. Now it's just always the white chick or mixed chick. Even with the new Bryson Tiller video, and even with Fetty Wap, I'm like, okay, so that's the new trend. But I know that's going to make a lot of black women feel a lot of weight, but that's going to really have black men looking at other races of women and stuff. But for the longest, a lot of the millennial men been telling women, listen, y'all need to straighten out and fly right, for real. Y'all need to be more feminine, drop the attitude.
Yeah.
And, we'll deal with you. But now it's to the point, okay, y'all not going to listen. Y'all going to still be out here with a nasty attitude, putting dudes up on child support, letting sorry men sleep in your house while you try to make a good man pay for it and everything. So, we ain't dealing with you.
Yeah,
so now they come up with this whole black girl route. It's not going to change the fact that a lot of dudes a lot of black men had so many negative experiences that's just, where they at. That's probably why you see a lot of videos featuring a lot of this sort of thing. And I have to honestly say, going back to my opening statement, when I walk down the street and see a lot of black people, that's the first thing that pops up. But yeah, back to my initial point that we live in a time now, for example, about, we walk down the street and I just see a black woman, there's a lot of negative images and stereotypes just come to mind versus any other ethnicity. And it has everything to do with, I ain't gonna say media, because really media has a very low influence on how I think. It's really more like personal experience and what I personally see. So if people talk about, is media giving black women bad name, actually it's not the media that's doing that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, who is actually, for one, even if they're not doing these selfies and these self videos of twerking, who is twerking in general? Because let's say they have some drones just spying, well they probably do, on people, and they like, oh yeah, this could be good for our news at 6 or 7, whatever. At the end of the day, who's actually doing the twerking? That female is. It doesn't matter if the person's recording it and kind of illegally recording them, but whatever. They're still doing the twerking.
Mm-hmm. I see this mess all the time. You get a group of girls together, they go on Snapchat, they be drinking, they just twerk. They do this everywhere they go. It doesn't matter where they at. It just literally everywhere they go. And thing is you don't see any other ethnicity doing this. And if this does it enough time, you'd be thinking okay, this is just what's in you. This is what y'all do. This is just y'all image. Then it come on the image of baby mamas, out of wedlock birth rates, because it's common knowledge that it's 70% of that of black races out of birthlock children, and most black women are single mothers. If you don't believe me, any black woman, whether you know them or not, I'm telling you, they're going to have a child. There's very few black women you're going to meet, especially around my age, in my mid-30s.
I agree.
That you're going to meet that doesn't have no child.
I agree.
Because the majority of them are going to have at least, depending on what they are, they probably might have at least one, depending on how late they started. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, they started early, they're going to have probably maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because that's just what the image is. And folks can't say, well, you can't judge them. This is just what y'all are. And when I see you, that's the first thing I think. I'm gonna think you do stuff for attention.
And is that really a judging, or compared to, is it an observation?
It really is an observation, really. I'm sorry, it's an observation, because if somebody try to tell me not all like that, but I'm telling you, nearly all I met is like that.
Yeah, and even speaking back to the whole twerking thing part about it. So on Facebook, there's this group thing called Sin City, whatever, which has it's basically like a Instagram thing on Facebook in which a lot of females just post their sexy pics, whatever. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, guess who the majority of them on that damn group?
Guess black women, right?
Yep, and guess what they're doing most in their sexy pictures?
Just please tell me ain't in the bathroom on counter with their butt poked out or twerk.
That's a video.
That's a video.
But that's a video or picture.
Oh, pictures they had a butt pointed out, but
most of them, most of them, and sometimes a little of chesticles. That's pretty good, but yeah, most of it.
They always bend over, man. They always showing booty in a sexually submissive position. Always.
Yeah, and
even when they take regular pictures, they do that.
Yeah, I don't understand that. For the most part, again, we're not saying all, but we're saying for the most part.
Most.
Yeah, and I would say, let me see. I would say probably like one. If I'm on there for like 2 minutes, whatever, I'm just scrolling. I like it. Cool. I'm enjoying it. I want to go to the bathroom with this picture. Out of those just 1 or 2 minutes I'm doing that, I would only see probably like one white chick or one Hispanic chick out of just 2 minutes doing that. Just one.
That's out of 2 minutes, and you only see
just 2 minutes. Yeah, 160 seconds. Only see one. If that.
And that's telling how many pictures that you probably thumb through just in that amount of time, just to only see it.
And that's a lot. It is a lot. Or even if I'm not distracted by anything else, that's still a lot. Like probably like maybe 10 or 12 pictures. And even going back to scroll up just to enjoy the detail of the.
It's still, man. It's like
it's a lot.
So the thing is, this conversation is not about knocking black women's beauty. It's about knocking their behavior. It's the behavior that's the problem, and because of that behavior, it made a general stereotype about them that honestly, that's not only in the minds of black men, but other races of men as well.
Yeah. You see, let me use this quick example of an old episode of Jamie Foxx. And this is really sad. Okay, so basically it's the episode when Jamie was supposed to go to the bank and deposit the money, whatever. Mm-hmm. And he went somewhere, whatever, and he ended up getting to the bank late, him and Braxton. And anyway, long story short, we went to the tailor to drop the money off. She wasn't giving him any play. And then later on, spoiler, later on, we find out when they were in the same bank and they were getting robbed, like everybody in the bank were getting robbed, whatever, including the manager, old white guy, whatever. He was the manager was talking to Jamie and stuff like that. And he said something, and then the lady pulled her mask off, and then actually was the tailor from earlier, a light skinned black chick. And he was like, and she was like, "What? I thought you loved me." Exactly like that, except for a slightly more feminine voice. Because again, no offense, black females have a high testosterone in their system, so compared to the same female of the same exact age in a similar area, black females will have a slightly deeper voice than any other female. Anyway, going back to what I'm saying, she said the exact inflection of the way I said it. Like, and Jamie Foxx is based out in Los Angeles. The show itself, in universe, is based in Los Angeles. So that's how they used to speak back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Mm-hmm. Anywho, she said that phrase like, "I thought you loved me," like that, and he was like, "Come on." Again, she had an Isha name. He was like, "Come on, blah blah, Isha. I was just trying to get the draws," and she was about to shoot his face off. Now, exactly, right then and there, that's her boss. She smashed her damn balls. He's married and everything. Oh yeah, that's what he said. He was like, "Please don't kill me. I have a wife and a kid," and that's when she pulled her thing off. I remember exactly how that scene went. But yeah, even the freaking corporate white guy, he was like, "Oh, well, no, she just hit her to smash." And granted, she actually looked decent, and if I have a girlfriend or whatever, and she was like, "Hey," and if I can go back in time and go to that exact person, I'm like, "Hey, can I do that?" Whatever, of course, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're totally right. Like a lot of stuff we see, even going into more movies, or whatever, we don't see any black females doing and I'm not trying to do like this Oscar so white type of thing. I'm just really stating the reason, a reason why this doesn't happen more in Hollywood. Even though ironically Hollywood's so SJW, trying to push black people and other ethnicities and mainly females in general to be like better than men, and funny enough, better than white men in general. You notice that majority of Hollywood, or especially the big screen things that have majority of a black cast, it's mostly about a black female being involved with some dude. And most recently, in the last 2 years, that's just 3 years, 3 years or so, it's been this exact same format, which is a black female. She's either involved with this one dude, black guy, and then she ends up cheating on the black guy with some guy, either Hispanic guy, white guy, or another black guy. Yeah, you've seen it. This thing.
Yeah, so basically, they being shown as cheaters.
Yeah,
that cheat on you. And honestly, sad part about it is the fact that's so many men's experience with them.
True, and then yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, like you for one,